everybody, thanks so much for joining me. Stampin Creates here. I wish to welcome you here. If you're brand new, thanks so much for stopping by. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you. But if you are brand new, be sure to click on the rectangle red box that says subscribe. Next to that, you'll see a little bell. If you click on the bell, you can receive notifications every time I upload a video, and you won't miss out on a single one. So I am here. Today is March 2nd, 2021, and I was a little late in receiving this month's Paper Pumpkin box, which is the Bouquet of Hope. Beautiful box of products. This is a subscription box through Stampin' Up, and I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. It's a box that comes to your door each and every month for only $22 a month. I am in the United States, in the northeastern part of Pennsylvania, and sometimes it does take a little bit longer. Postal Service is having some issues right about now, but you know what? This was worth the wait. I finally got time to sit down and come up with some alternative projects, so I wanted to come here and share them with you. I know many times we look at the products and the projects designed and we think, that's not my cup of tea, but people like me, we like to think outside the Paper Pumpkin box and come up with our own ideas. So I'm here to share them with you. So this is the flyer that came with the Bouquet of Hope, showing you the designs that were, the projects that were designed by Stampin' Up. So I like to first, I'm going to move this up here. First, I like to actually complete the 3 projects that have been designed by Stampin' Up. Sometimes I put a little spin on them. Sometimes I create them just as is. But I do like to show that they are quick, simple. Everything you need is included. You may need to add a little bit of paper snips, maybe a little adhesive, but pretty much you can create them right from the box. So this was the first one, a little sorry for your loss. It's kind of plain, but I love the gold die cut that's on top, and of course the little bling with adding the black little sequins on there. And I didn't do nothing on the inside. You know, you can do that, choose to do that later, depending on, you know, what type of card you need for home. So if you leave them pretty much blank, maybe do a little decorating on the inside, which is what I normally do, you'll have this available to use for whatever is required at the time. So next up, here's another one designed by Stampin' Up. I love this one, and what I did in my other ones, I added Wink of Stella. So if you're wondering what is Wink of Stella, this is a glitter brush, and you just simply, let's just pick a flower here, because I'll probably go back and add more to it. It just adds a little bit of glitter without the whole mess of adding glitter, if that makes any sense. So I don't know if you can, if it's the camera's picking up that little yellow flower. Just adds a little bit of bling, and it's not messy. It's perfectly, you know, clean, clear, dries quickly, and just adds a little bling to your card. So I love this design. This one too is real pretty. I love the vellum that is embossed with gold. I have a little bit of a piece from the, when you pick out these little die cuts here. The little Thinking of You was a die cut. It had adhesive on the back of it. And the little glue dots that are included with your kit, I don't know if what these are made out of, but they're great for adhering vellum, as long as you put them in an area that's inconspicuous where you won't see it. So like, as for example, underneath, like where the flower is here, I even put some up in the corner just underneath the little gold pieces, the little gold embossing, and you really cannot see them. So I think they're a lot better than, these are the glue dots that we have in our catalog, mini glue dots, which have a little touch of dimension to them. Not much, just a little bit. These are perfectly flat, and I think these are great. So those were the 3 cards designed by Stampin' Up. So let's take a look. What did I do with it? So I stuck with cards this month, and I added in some of the Celebration. I'm looking for the flyer. Celebration is now over. Hold on a sec. Celebration ended at the end of February. If you missed out on it, don't worry. We have another celebration coming mid-year. So this Flower and Field Designer Series paper, if you were able to get any of it, it goes perfectly with this month's Paper Pumpkin kit. So I pulled in some of that paper because I love the paper. I thought it was stunning. So wherever I'm going to say that I added some of the paper, that's where it came from. So, okay, so it's going through my stash, and a lot of times I run things through embossing folders and then end up not using it, so I just throw it all in a basket. So that was the planning on this page. I had a little piece that had been run through an embossing folder. I had another thinking of you and another one of these gold die cuts. So voila, came together. And this little piece here, this was from the inside lining of the envelopes. And where are my envelopes? Hold on a second. So the envelopes have like this lining inside. So I took one of each of them and I cut them up, and it's the whole front piece of the envelope, and you can use them to incorporate into your cards. So I had a piece left over, so I just did a little piece inside there. I thought that was pretty. Again, Wink of Stella. Can you pick that up on the flower there? And a few little blings. All right, so then I thought, let's use the stamp set, because it's a beautiful stamp set. Let's bring it in, see if you can. It's kind of hard to show. Let me get an envelope here. It might be a little easier. Let me flip it over. So it had some sayings, some little flowers. These could be little teardrops or leaves. And then this beautiful stamped image, kind of like the one that comes in a die cut, okay? So beautiful stamp set, and it came with the Mossy Meadow ink color. So I stamped it on Whisper White. Again, little pieces of scraps of some of the cards that came in the kit. So what I did is I took all of the cards, okay, because these are full cards, and I cut each and every one of them except these three. And I almost doubled my kit. You can even quadruple your kit. I still have pieces left that I haven't used, and did some layering with that. And again, this piece came from that Celebration DSP, and I stamped it, colored it with my Stampin' blends, and just did a little bit of layering using the cards. And I think it came out really pretty. I'll always be here for you. So this can go for many things. Okay. And here's another one. I used the same thing, stamped it in Memento Black, colored it in with the Stampin' blends. Now this is that vellum piece that is shown on this Thinking of You. I cut it up into small pieces because I wanted it to go further. This was a little strip left over from one of the cards. I just incorporated that. And this was the linen thread that came in with it. And another piece of that Designer Series paper. And I think it's real pretty. Wink of Stella, of course. But you can see, look at the variety. Now here's another one. This was another one like that pink one, where I had run this previously through an embossing folder. So I had a little scrap of that Celebration paper, stuck my adhesive die cut on here, ran the Wink of Stella over all of the letters, and just did a little bling with the sequins. Here's my inside. Real pretty, right? There's more. Hang on. So here again, incorporating the pieces of the cardstock and card bases. And you could see I used my own card bases that I had, again, pre-cut, that were in my basket, left over from other projects. Here's another piece of one of the card fronts or backs. And just trim that to fit the corner. Again, all the layering, just added in some of our basic white, and did a little bit of coloring on there, and again, Wink of Stella. But look at how the variety of different cards you can get. Now this was a fun one. This one, again, I'm focusing on that Celebration paper because I loved it. This kit also came with some dies that are cut out in rectangles with a little border going around them. I incorporated some of my own twine and different pieces from the Designer Series paper. Excuse me. I did a little bit of using up the scraps on the inside, just a basic white card base, and look how pretty that was. So this would have been a card front, that there was a front and back that I cut them down. So you really can get a lot more bang for your buck by doing that. Here's another one, basic white piece, and did a piece of designer series paper underneath the vellum, and then another piece of one of the card fronts. Now this one, you have to be careful with Wink of Stella, because if you press on it too much, a big blob will come out. So that's what happened with this card. But I thought, you know what, that's okay. You know, it's just going to have lots of it on it. Kind of gives it a whole different look. And there you go. Okay, another basic white card base, using some of the scraps that have been cut up. And this one I used a half of the piece of the gold die cut. And this was another die cut that's included. It also came with the little flowers too, and that linen thread twine. And just incorporated some of the pieces. And those little pieces you cut off, you can put those right in the center of your card. So pretty. There's still more. Here we go. Here's was using the lining of the envelope, right? And some of the DSP. This was a die cut from the kit. And one of the other dies from the kit, Little Thinking of You, which was from the Butterfly Celebration stamp set. So incorporate some of your other sayings. You know, you can use what's included with the stamp set that comes with it, but you know, you have other pieces, you can incorporate those, other stamps, I mean. Sorry, my words aren't working tonight. And here's another one. Again, using the DSP. Was this the DSP or the envelope? This was the DSP right here. But this was the card base. I cut the front off and put this one on a very vanilla piece, because that's what was in my scrap bin. So use up those scraps. Wink of Stella again. Little bit of layering underneath there. Real cute, simple cards. But look how many you get. I think the original kit was how many? 8 maybe? Was there 8? 3, 6, maybe 9. And I got so many more, and I still have left over. Okay, another basic white card base. Just doing some layering. This again, the designer series paper from Celebration. And real cute, pretty. Love that paper. I'm so sad to see it go. And then here's our final one, another basic white. This one I kind of took from an example that was on the back of the paper that came in the kit. This is where I cut up the vellum pieces, did some layering with that. I stamped the flowers on the backgrounds. And again, this was the card. It was, you know, cut in half, so you end up with 2 pieces. And just adhered some of the little embellishments on there, and a little sorry for your loss. So I still have envelopes left, so I'll be able to send these out. And I really think this is a great value. You can see the wide variety just by putting a little bit extra thought into your cards. Let me see if I can lay these out so you can see them a little bit better. But what a nice variety of cards. Each and every month, this kit comes, well, not this one, a different one comes to your door, and supplies in there, and, you know, just a way to make up some cards. And once your consumables are gone, you still have your stamp set and your ink pad, so you can continue to keep creating. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Be sure to subscribe if you like it. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Let me know which card was your favorite. And let me know if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. And if not, why not? You may want to consider signing up. And you can do it month by month, or you can do it in multiple months. Depends on your budget, at what it allows. If for some reason you want to choose to opt out for a month, you just have to go online by the 10th and say that you want to opt out. And you won't get it that month. But we have a great promotion coming up for the box you can sign up right now, where there's going to be free items in there. There's going to be free stencils, and there's going to be a free Stampin' sponge, and of course all the other components to make some really beautiful projects. So thanks so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to join it with me, and we'll see you back here again real soon. Bye for now.